All right, moving on to chapter 6, lesson 6, and we are working with mixed expressions. Our essential question, can you write mixed expressions as fractions in simplest form? You will be able to after today. The first question that we have is write 2 and 3 over 4 as a fraction in simplest form. And I'm just writing a little list here. Hey, remember, we're writing in a proper fraction. So how to do that is we take 4 and we multiply up and add up. So 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. And we're going to keep that denominator. So we know 2 and 3/4 is the same thing as 11 over 4. Now, this is a great review from middle school, but guess what? It's not going to stay that easy. So let's go ahead and look at example 2. Example 2 is giving us c plus 5 over c. Well, we know that this c is over 1, and if I had to find a common denominator, with 1 and c, I know my common denominator is going to be c. So to get from 1 to c, I have to multiply by c. But remember, we have to multiply by 1. C over c is equivalent to 1. So on the top, I end up with c squared plus, well, 5 over c, I don't have to do anything to c on the denominator to make it c. This is already set for us. So it's just going to be c squared plus 5 all over c. Moving on. What happens if I have 5 minus x minus 3 over x plus 2? So again, I like to keep these little binomials together. So I know that the common denominator will be x plus 2. And remember, there's always tons of things that can happen. So if this 5 is over 1, what do I need to multiply the 1 by to get to x plus 2? Good. I'm going to multiply it by x plus 2 over x plus 2 because I can multiply anything through by 1 and not change its value. Remember, I'm going to distribute here. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 2 is 10. And don't forget to distribute this negative. We forget this negative a lot because typically they don't show the parentheses. I like to fill them in. So it's going to be minus x plus 3. And of course we can reduce here and add like terms. So in the denominator, I still have that x minus 2. Sorry, I don't know why my screen is so dirty. Looks dirty. X plus 2. And on the top, I have 5x minus x, which is 4x. And 10 and 3 is 13. All right, it looks like we're getting a little tougher. Now I have x, which again, I know this x is just x over 1. And plus 5x plus 2 over x plus 1. Again, I like to keep my binomials together, so I know they have to stay together. Minus 7 over x minus 1. So what do you think the common denominator is? I think it is x minus 1 as well. So to get from 1 to x minus 1, I'm just going to multiply by x minus 1. And again, it has to be x minus 1 over x minus 1. And now let's go ahead and distribute and add like terms. X times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is negative x. This plus doesn't change the value. It doesn't have to really be distributed because it's not going to change the value. So plus 5x plus 2 and then minus 7. So let's finish by adding like terms. On the bottom, I'm still going to have that x minus 1. And on the top, I have x squared. Well, 5x minus x is 4x. And 2 and negative 7 is negative 5. Now, are there factors of negative 5 that add up to be 4? Well, let's write the factors of 5. In this case, they would actually subtract. We know that this could be 1 and 5. Yeah, so I could have a positive 5 and a negative 1. Ooh, look where we're going here. we are factoring to continue to reduce. So over here, I do have x plus 1. Just kidding, that's not a plus, is it? It's a minus. X minus 1 times x plus 5 all over x minus 1. Because everything's being multiplied, we know we can cancel out. And my final answer is only x plus 5. And again, you could show that with or without parentheses. All right, the last one we're going to try here is 2x plus 5 over x plus 2. Again, I'm going to write those binomials together. Minus 3x over 1. Common denominator, what do you guys think it is? Good, it's x plus 2. Nothing has to change to the left side, but on the right side, x plus 2 over x plus 2. So on the top left, I get 2x plus 5. And don't forget, I have to distribute all of this negative 3x to x and 2. So I get negative 3x squared minus 6x. Ooh, I wonder if this one will continue to reduce. So on the bottom, I have x plus 2. On the top, I have negative 3x squared. And I know that a negative 6x and a positive 2x is negative 4x plus 5. So when I go ahead and look here, I want to take first times last. So let's go ahead and just see if maybe this could reduce. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. The factors of negative 15 that add it to be negative 4, well, 1 and 15 don't work. We also have 3 and 5. Those add up to be 8 and subtract to be 2, so that's not going to work. So it looks like our final answer is negative 3x squared minus 4x plus 5 all over x plus 2.